All right, what's up, sports board game fans? Anthony with Glory Days Games and Bleacher Bums Gaming. And just another look in at the continued development of Glory Days football, which again will be released after the 2021 college football season, so early next year. And before I go on with this, also, too, I will have news on the flyweight set, the next set for Glory Days Boxing tomorrow or Friday, and that will now make this set is out. We will have 1,000 fighters released for Glory Days Boxing, available at sidelinestrategy.com, and all 8 original weight classes plus an extra 100 heavyweights and a supplemental set of some current fighters, missing historical fighters, and some junior division fighters. So look for news on the flyweights again either tomorrow or Friday. And in terms of football game, first off, a little bit about where we're at with testing at this stage of the game. So some things that became apparent as we went along is explosive plays were not happening with enough frequency. And also another thing that I really wanted to address was lack of variety on the individual columns. And not so much lack of variety, but the variables on each column. For example, 3 obviously is going to favor the offensive team, a 3 run. More opportunities, 2 big play opportunities here, more opportunities for longer gains, 6, 7 yards, etc. But what I wanted to do is introduce, again, a variable where you could roll a 3 and still get a not very successful result. So here you see a 2-yard gain for Memphis. Conversely, on defense, I wanted to make it so that even on a -3, simulate the defense being in the correct place and maybe missing a tackle, that type of thing. A good result as well as all the bad results. And you can see as well that depending on the defense, some defenses now can get an extra stuff result in this -3 column. And again, that brings into play, and Notre Dame also has the same thing. They have 3 stuff results there. That brings into play more dominant defenses. So when you get on a good roll with a good defense, more opportunity to get a big play on the defensive side, as well as increased opportunities for big plays on the offensive side. So those are really the key changes, obviously. And also tightened up the ratings a little bit, narrowed the ratings on the individual drive ratings to take away a little bit of or I guess lessen the disparity between the haves and have-nots. So that's where we're at so far. Results, and for every video you see, there's probably anywhere from 15 to 20 test games that go on behind the scenes as tweaks are made, and that's just by me. Not including any other testing. So this has looked pretty good so far, and I haven't really released this for widespread testing, but we'll be doing so shortly. So we're going to do a quick demonstration of a quarter between Notre Dame and Memphis using the new updated team cards. Hey, what's up, Matt? Welcome, buddy. All right, so Memphis, I already rolled for the kickoff. They won the kickoff, and they are going to receive. Each team will get 11 drives in this game, and I'm not going to play a whole game again just to demonstrate the new card, well, not necessarily designed, but the new expanded big play results and also the variables on the cards. All right, so Notre Dame set to kick it off, and they are special teams wise. Notre Dame not very good. They're a D on kickoffs and a 6D. That is going down to the 5-yard line, and a 0 for Memphis, meaning we go to the team big play chart. And Memphis, for kickoff returns, they do have a couple of good numbers. No touchdowns. That's only going to be a 16-yard return, however. So they're going to start their first drive at the 21-yard line. And we will jump into the simulated portion of the drive there. All right, Memphis, their offense is a 7 on the drives. Notre Dame's defense is an 11, so Memphis going on a -4. 0 to 42 will be a punt, 45, and they just get a successful drive off. So 15 going from their 21, a roll of 15. That's going to be 4 plays and 37 yards for the simulated portion of the drive. It's going to take it down to the Notre Dame 42. We're going to jump into play-by-play mode. Roll of 3 on the situation chart, and roll of 3 against a 10-plus defense. It's going to be a tough situation for Memphis, 3rd down and 12 from the Notre Dame 42. So expecting to pass here as Matt is rooting for the Irish, and comes out favorable for Memphis. They get a 1 on the roll. So Memphis, it's going to be 3 stars on their pass result and a roll of 5, only 1 star for Notre Dame. And in this situation, though, Notre Dame is expecting the it's going to be actually a short pass. So Notre Dame not expecting that. All right, so Memphis is going to have a +2 star result and a roll of 8 on +2. That's going to be a 12-yard gain. That's going to be enough for the 1st down. And that completion goes to Austin. So Brady White comes out firing and converts Memphis, moving the ball down to the Irish 30, where it will be 1st and 10. And White brings the Tigers up, and 1st and 10 is going to be another short pass play. And 4 to 5 are the rolls. It's going to be even result. Oh, another thing I want to point out, too, I made some changes to on the running backs on rolls in the 0 column. Previously, we had adjusted columns. This time, we're just going to add the number of yards, right? I should say the new mechanics. So for Watkins here, he's a 2. If he rolls a 0 and gets a 4-yard gain, that becomes a 6-yard gain. And again, just simplifying the process while still taking into account runners who are better or worse than their team average. All right, so going to be in the 0 column, roll of 5, short pass, and that's going to be incomplete, 2nd down and 10. All right, Memphis, 2nd down and 10. They are a lean pass team, so 4 or more is going to be a pass, and Memphis is going to take a shot. Not going to be very favorable for the Tigers, though, as they roll a 0 on the line control is a 2. So -2 long pass coming off of Notre Dame's card, a roll of 5, and that's actually going to be a 13-yard gain. So White fits that in between coverage. 13-yard strike there, and that goes to Washington. And the Tigers are in business, 1st and 10 at the Irish 17. So off to a great start here is Memphis in this one. Looking for the upset. Notre Dame, of course, more talent. And let's see if they can get it together. 8, and they're going to take a shot at the end zone here on 1st down. And for the Tigers, it's going to be 1 star against 2 stars for the Irish. So in -1, again, we go to the defensive card. Roll of 6 on the long pass, -1. And that's going to be a 16-yard gain. And that is going to be all the way down to the 1-yard line. So Memphis, White picking the Irish apart early in this one. And that's going to go to Coxey. So Notre Dame in position and coverage, just can't make a play. It's 1st and goal for Memphis. They're going to look to punch it in here, and it's going to be a play action pass, 5s and 5s, and that's going to be actually a potential penalty. And a roll of 2 will be a penalty indeed, and we'll come back to that after we get the result of the play. So 5 and 5 on the play action pass is going to be a -1, roll of 8 off of Notre Dame's card, short pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The Irish, though, are going to see what the penalty is. And 3, that's going to be a false start. Notre Dame will take that. And that's going to make it 1st and goal now from the 6. So they'll reset, get a little bit of breathing room there. They don't want the Tigers to be able to run it in. And it's going to be a run play. All right, so for Memphis, a roll of 4 against 2. That's going to be a -3 on the star result, and we go to the Irish -3 chart, and that's going to be a 2-yard gain, so down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 4. The ball carrier on that is Clark. White brings the Tigers up, and 2nd goal, it's going to be a short pass attempt. 4 and a 2 are the rolls. It's going to be -1 on the pass result, again, coming off of Notre Dame's card. And -1, that's going to be an incomplete pass, so that makes it 3rd down and goal now from the 4. As White in play-by-play mode is 2 for 4 on this drive, 3rd down. And third down, and Memphis going to try and catch Notre Dame napping with a run call. A 6 and a 3 to the roll. It's going to be a -2, however. -2 roll of 1 off of Notre Dame's card, and that's going to be a 3-yard gain down to the 1-yard line, and that makes it 4th and goal. And Clark, the ball carrier again, and Memphis looking to go for it here. 4th and 1, why not? Go out in style. Here comes the play. It's a run play. Notre Dame is expecting it, and not a favorable result for Memphis. A 6 and a 3, that's going to be -3 stars. In a roll of 1, that's going to be a stuff, and Notre Dame comes up big. The stuff result coming off of Memphis's card in 4, that is going to be -3, so they are stopped on downs inside the 1-yard line. And Memphis elected not to take the sure 3-pointer, and they're turned away. Notre Dame starts their next drive on their own 4, or their first drive, I should say. So let's see if Ian Book can take the Irish down the field. And defensive adjustments here. Notre Dame on their drive offense is an 11, and Memphis on their drive defense is 6. So that's a very equitable +5 for the Irish. Unfortunately, though, it's going to be a punt as they roll a 3 on the drive chart. So they're only going to go 4 plays, 10 yards out to the 14. And Notre Dame is going to have to punt. So Memphis giving Notre Dame fits, at least here in the early going, as the Irish come out to punt. And their punt game is a B, and Memphis is a C. All right, no penalty, and 6 on the punt. It's going to be a 41-yard punt, and C on the return, roll of 2. It's going to be no return. So Memphis still in great field position. They're going to take over at their own 45 for their next simulated drive. So the Tigers have had very good field position here. And defense, indeed, good goal line stand, but unable to take advantage. So -4 on the drive chart. And 79, Memphis, they've got the offense clicking early here against the Irish, as that's going to be a successful drive. And from the 45-yard line, roll of 15. It's going to be 4 plays, 38 yards. So 75-83 down to the Notre Dame 17-yard line, and a roll of 6. That's going to be 2nd down and 12 from there. So Memphis knocking on the door again, and this time, hopefully, if they get the opportunity, they will be smart and take the points. You're not going to be down inside the Notre Dame 20 all game long. So we jump into play-by-play mode. First down, it's going to be a run play. And 3's potential penalty. That's going to be a defensive penalty. We'll come back to that after we get the run result. And 3's for each. That's going to be a -1 roll of 9, and -1 roll of 9. That's going to be a stuff result. And Memphis, I can tell you right now, they're going to take the penalty, roll of 6, and defensive penalty. That is going to be offside. So that's going to make it 2nd down and 7 now from the 12-yard line. Much more favorable down and distance for the Tigers. And once again, we go with a run call. 3 and a 2 for Memphis, and that's going to be -2 coming off of Notre Dame's card. A roll of 1 on the -2 column. That's going to be a 2-yard gain. And ball carrier again is Clark. He's had his ups and downs in this one. So we are going to get a 3rd down and 5 now from the 10-yard line. Notre Dame, let's see if their defense can rise up again and force a field goal attempt. 6's, and we're going to have an offensive penalty. So penalties coming up quite often here. And the play result, they're going to try a 3rd and 5, going to be a run play, trying the draw to catch Notre Dame off guard again. It's going to be a 0. So from the 0 column, a roll of 6. And that's going to be a 3-yard gain. And the ball carrier again is Clark. And Notre Dame is that's going to make it 4th down and 2. And Notre Dame is going to decline the penalty, and Memphis, they're going to try and kick a field goal. So this will be a 24-yard attempt. Memphis, it's going to be good on 0 to 97. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Tigers have taken the lead over Notre Dame 3-0 here in the first quarter, as we are past the midway point of the first quarter now. Notre Dame now gets ready to go on offense, and they have struggled to contain the Tigers, only stiffening up inside the red zone. And here comes the kickoff for Memphis, and it's going to be a B on a C return for Notre Dame. So no penalty and a roll of 7. That's going to be down to the goal line, roll of 6 on the return, and that will be a 25-yard return. So Notre Dame, much better starting position than the first time they had the ball at the 25, 1st and 10. We will jump into simulated drive mode. Notre Dame had to punt their first time. +5 on the drive chart and 97. That is going to be a potential INT. So first we will track the yardage on that, and coming from the 25-yard line. So that drive portion will be 2 plays, 29 yards. So down to the Memphis 46 will be the point, and the recipient of that, of the potential turnover, roll of 4. All right, so Ian Book, he is very good taking care of the ball, 1 to 3 on interceptions. And Memphis, though, they're a +2, and it's going to be picked off. So Memphis, playing out of their minds here in the first quarter, they're going to get the in what the return is. So interception return, and 6 and a 9. That's going to be a 5-yard return. So that is going to be down inside Notre Dame's territory at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Memphis takes over there, and this is our final drive of the first quarter. So this went quick, as Memphis playing inspired football early. Getting ready to jump into play-by-play mode. And here we go. Let me adjust the team cards there. All right, Memphis coming out, and it's going to be a run play, deuces, and no penalty on that. So 2s on the run. That's going to be -1 coming off of Notre Dame's card, a roll of 5. And that is going to be a 3-yard gain. Ball carrier on that is going to be Weaver. For his first carry of the game, down to the 46. 2nd down and 7. Notre Dame's defense, they've given up a couple of big plays through the air early to Memphis in this one, as it's going to be 2nd down, another run play. And this time Memphis has a +2 result, roll of 3. And I did not mean to roll that. All right, +2 result, and that's going to be a 4 on the +2 chart. So 4-yard gain. Ball carrier there is White. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 3 from the 42-yard line. Memphis, the entire playbook open here. 0 to 2 will be a run, and it's going to be a short pass attempt. 6 and 1 on the pass, and that's not good. That's going to be a -3 result coming off of Notre Dame's card, and a roll of 5 on the short pass, -3. And potential interception, 9-yard gain. So we will tick off the gain here, and that's down to the 33-yard line. And the recipient of that pass is going to be, and on drives, what I'll do is credit the receiver first. That would go to Austin. So interceptions now, Notre Dame, their adjustment to interceptions is a -2, so they're not particularly stellar there. 1 to 10, so it's going to be a 1 to 8 on the interception. And the roll is 20, and that is going to be caught. So Austin, a 9-yard catch, and that's going to be a 1st down, as Memphis continues to give the Irish fits here in this one, as we are in the closing moments of the first quarter. All right, it's going to be a run play, 5 and a 6, and that is going to be 0s for both. So coming out of the 0 column, roll of 8, and White is the ball carrier. It's going to be a 4-yard gain. Or Clark is the ball carrier, I should say, sorry. Clark getting a lot of duty early in this one. It's going to make it 2nd down and 6. Second 6, going to be a short pass attempt, 3 and a 6 on the dice roll. That's going to be a +1 for Memphis. And short pass +1, roll of 1, that is going to be another potential interception. So this will be a short pass to Dykes. And again, that's going to go for 9 yards. So we will mark that off. It'll be a first down if it's not picked off. 1 to 8, it's picked, and 18. And again, threading the needle, White living dangerously. So Memphis with a 1st and 10 from the Notre Dame 11. They have spent the entire first quarter in the Notre Dame red zone, it seems. First down, and going to be a play action pass, 4 and 3. And it's going to be a plus or -1 for the Irish. So roll of 4 on the short pass, -1. And that is going to be incomplete and a potential sack. So 12 on the sack attempt, and it's going to be 1 to 6 is the base for Memphis, and Notre Dame is a -1, so that will just go as an incomplete pass. Makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 11-yard line. As the Tigers dodge a big bullet there, and 2nd down, and they're going to take a shot at the end zone. So 3 and a 1, and that's not going to bode well for Memphis. That'll be a -2, roll of 7 on the long pass. -2, roll of 7, and another potential sack, roll of 7 on the sack result, as that's another incomplete pass. And again, dodging the sack is White. He throws it away. That'll make it 3rd down and 7. So Notre Dame, once again, stiffening up in the red zone, or 3rd and 10, I should say, sorry. 3rd and 10, and it's going to be a short pass. 5 and a 4, and that's going to be a -1. So again, coming off of Notre Dame's card, short pass, roll of 4. It's going to be an incomplete and another potential sack. Again, White gets out of the grasp of the defender, but he has to throw it away. And we're going to have another field goal attempt for the Tigers. This one will be a 28-yarder. Kick is up and good. So that brings the 3rd quarter to a end here, as Memphis shocking Notre Dame early in this one, up 6-0 through 1 quarter. And we'll go ahead and have to actually wrap it up there. But just wanted to, again, show the new variety on the cards. And you can see how, the disparities. Memphis, very fortunate, had a couple of rolls on deep into Notre Dame's defense, which is normally very favorable for the Irish, where they were able to convert first downs. So I do like, in testing thus far, the variables there, and also even on the good results, how you can still have a bad play. So far things going Memphis's way, and we will finish this. If not tonight, I've got to go run an errand. I'll try and finish it tonight. If not, we will finish this game tomorrow, so you can see the new upgraded cards through an entire game. So we'll call a quick end to this stream. Thanks for stopping in, Matt, and I will, again, connect with you on these cards later. Hope you all have a great night. Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming, and we'll see you.